Fifthpower is a self-taught, multifaceted contemporary artist from Atlanta, Georgia. A few of his artistic collaborators include Lil Nas X, Baby Keem, Lil Yachty, and Demetrius Harmon. Can you shed some light on all of this, especially from the beginning,
Okay.
up
Yeah.
until this point and everything in between?
Okay. Um. So, I've been into art all my life since birth. Since I can remember, I've always been drawing. Um, Drawing on my bunk beds, drawing on walls, drawing on my homework, getting in trouble in school, drawing on desks, all those kind of things. Um, Up until high school is when I decided to take art more serious. That's when I even found out that you could live off art as an artist. Um, Before that, I had no idea really. I was just was into art, and um, so online I was posting a lot of my artwork and gaining traction and a following for myself. And so with that, a lot of opportunities came. So I'll start with the Yachty part because that's where kind of everything started. So I moved back to Georgia. This was my 11th grade year of high school, and I was, I believe at the time he had a team of other artists he was working with, and they were called the Sailing Team or something like that. And I was working with one of his artists or his friend Bu, so I was doing a lot of cover art for him, and Yachty saw that, and there was I did this piece for him. I did two pieces for him. One was for a potential children's book that never happened, and then the other was him hugging some butt cheeks later on in life. So yeah, with that, it was just a lot. I will say those opportunities came from my supporters and them helping me get my artwork out there and sharing it and things like that. Um, the Lil Nas X opportunity was a surprise. At the time, this was a little more forward in life. I graduated high school. I think this was around 2020 or 2020, when that song Panini was very popular for him at the time. A fellow artist that was following me at the time was an animator and an artist as well, and she just hit me up randomly and was like, "Hey, I have this big opportunity for you. I can't say too much, but I want you to animate." And at that time, I hardly knew how to animate, so I really pushed myself, and I was able to have a part in the Panini Lil Nas X video, and that was a pretty big deal. That was pretty cool. Um, I didn't have a collab with Baby Keem. The closest thing I have to Baby Keem was that he took a picture with a doll that ASAP 12 and I created. It's his character named Jamal that I drew, and he had got him produced a couple dolls to hand out to some special people, and Baby Keem ended up being one of those, and it was photographed, and I posted it, things like that. And to Demetrius Harmon, he is the guy that owns the You Matter brand. Also was a big comedian in the past, still funny guy, but it was interesting how we kind of came at. It was kind of a full circle moment where I remember in the past he followed me for my art a long time ago before he became Demetrius Harmon. He was Meech on Mars, and he had followed me, and I had remembered randomly at a time, so I just shot him a DM and was like, "Bro, you used to follow me. Like, what's up? How you doing?" And we just hit it off from there. Started following each other again, and through time, he started to have an appreciation for my art, and we've done a couple collaborations together, like through art and flyers and promotional things for his brand.
Want to rewind on a few things here. When it came to the Panini music video,
Mm-hmm.
what part did you play exactly in that?
So for the Panini music video, it was the animated video for the Chowder show. I did the intro where the tail is wagging on Panini. I did the background design for the airplane that Chowder's sitting inside of, and I blueprinted one of the dance sequences for Chowder. I believe that they just used. They didn't use my final animation, but they used what I had sketched for it, I believe, and those were the only things that were in there.
What did you do with Lil Yachty more specifically?
So with Lil Yachty, I made my first interaction with him was for a children's book. He just I think it was going to be the cover for the book, so it was just a picture of him very young. I just drew him looking like a child. After that, the second project we ever did together was him hugging some cheeks. So it was just things like, it was just some on the fly kind of things. Kind of really nothing really planned out or major.
And I apologize for asking you that question because I thought that's what you were referencing for his artist on the sailing team that you had done. I didn't know that was for Lil Yachty specifically.
Yeah, those are the things I did for Lil Yachty.
Got it. Right. I thought that was still talking about BU.
BU, yeah. BU, I just did a lot of cover art for. Yeah. And, yeah.
And then you mentioned a time you were in high school and then graduated high school. Care to share the name of that high school that you're referencing?
Campbell High School in Smyrna, Georgia. Class of 2017.
Anything else in regards to your art or question you weren't asked? People want to know about that.
Yes. So if you need any cover art, anything done really art-wise, I'm the guy. Come to me, Fifthpower on Instagram. I do cover art, paintings, 3D. I've gotten into 3D, digital 3D work now, so I know how to sculpt digitally. That's really it I gotta say for that.